Hi, Vanner family. This is November 2019 Mental Health Monday. First, let me say that I have been extremely busy the last couple of days. The reason I'm doing this topic for this Mental Health Monday is because of what I've been doing in my van. If you notice, there might be a little bit of changes behind me that you can't completely see, but some things look slightly different than normal. I always shoot my videos in different areas, so normally lately though I've been kind of doing the front seat. But as I've been here stationary in Virginia, looking for work, thank you to everyone who sent your well wishes and your prayers and your good vibes and all that for the job interviews. I don't know if I got either job. Today's topic for this Mental Health Monday is a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. A clean, clear space is a clean, clear mind. So, as you guys know, I'm always redoing my vehicles. Always, always, always. If you've gone back or been with me from the beginning, you know that I have done setups in each vehicle numerous times. I feel my space for a while, and then I don't feel it anymore, and I feel like I need to make a major change. Usually those major changes come around when I have too much going on in life in general, or my mind is so occupied with things that I can't think, I can't make decisions properly, and so I start looking at my space. When my mind gets to that point, I start looking at my space and I start realizing you have accumulated more stuff than you really need, or you don't have your stuff as organized as you used to. So it goes hand in hand with me. So I'm a nester. I nest. Even when I lived in sticks and bricks, I did this. I would completely rearrange my whole apartment. I would take carloads of stuff to the thrift shop just to clear out my space and have less clutter and less stuff in my place. So getting rid of stuff has never, ever, 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 ever been an issue for me. So downsizing was not an issue for me, and downsizing even further has not been an issue for me. I noticed that when I live in a space for a while, I start accumulating unnecessary things because it's cute, or it looks good, or you saw somebody else had it, or somebody gave it to you, or something. So I've got to learn to say no when it comes to that, because again, I have another load. You should see the whole front of the van. It's full of stuff that I've got to take to the thrift shop. I have a load of stuff to get rid of. That said, when my space is clear, my mind is clear to make decisions, to plan out my thoughts, because I am one of those people who's easily distracted by my surroundings. And I've never been diagnosed with ADD, but I really believe I do have adult ADD. I do believe my peripheral vision sometimes is, I wish I had blinders on like those horses so I couldn't see things while I'm trying to focus. That's how it feels for me. I see things, even when I'm shooting video, I'm seeing things out of my peripheral. And when it's time for me to button down and focus, it's very, very difficult for me to do so when my surroundings or my nest is not straightened or neat, or things put where they should be, or organized, or what have you, whatever you want to call it. It's very difficult for me to function in a disorganized, cluttered space just every day. Even waking up, open your eyes and seeing the clutter around you, that makes me not want to get up. So I've already started my day off on the wrong foot there. Then once I do get up, moving around in a space that has no room, that you're already living in this very tight space, so you don't have room to maneuver, to get washed up, to get dressed, that makes it more difficult as well to even function. If you even randomly want to cook something to eat, if your where you keep your food isn't neat and organized and accessible within arm's reach, then that starts to mess with your functionality of everything. So all of those things to me go hand in hand. They're not separate things. That's kind of how I feel when it comes to doing all these decisions. And okay, are you going to go west? Are you going to stay in Virginia? Are you going to keep the van? Are you going to sell it? You know, all those decisions, I tend to make more rash decisions when my mind is full, my space is cluttered, and I just make a decision just to make one. So I'm able to process things better when my space is more clean and clear and organized. And my color scheme, you guys know, is red, black, gray, and white. So everything kind of keeps that color except for my frogs. So you will see splashes of green because obviously frogs are green. So you will see splashes of that green in there, but there's still a cohesion to the space. And when I find that I have too many things that don't flow with my style and with my space, I just need to let it go, give it to someone else who can use it, donate it to a thrift shop, something. Like it has to leave my space. And the whole stigma of living in your vehicle, I'm trying to fly under the radar so people don't know that I actually live in this vehicle. So everywhere I park, I'm being extra cautious. I'm really not moving around in the evenings. I'm pretty much putting on my pajamas, putting my cooktop on so it's warms up in here, and go to bed. Like that's it, because I don't want anyone to even remotely think someone's living in here. So I'm not really living, and because I'm not able to drive very much right now, I feel like I'm being stifled. Everything within me is being stifled. My whole mentality, my whole personality is almost being crushed a little bit by having to be so under the radar and hiding in plain sight kind of thing. So that can mess with your mental health too. When you have been used to, you know, at this point, I would have been out in Arizona. It's just a plethora of people doing this. There's no hiding. There's no whatever. If I had redone this setup out in Arizona, I would have been able to give everything to somebody and just had a big free pile outside, or even sold stuff for, you know, $5 or $10 each to make me a little money on the side. So it would have just been way more conducive for the lifestyle. But I find that being here, not only does the cold and the gray and the rain affect my mentality with the seasonal depression, which is starting to come back. I had just started to get over my seasonal depression the last 2 winters. So I feel that it's starting to creep back on me. So me keeping busy these last couple of days with rearranging my space and getting rid of clutter has helped me free my mind a little bit, and has helped me realize some things that decision-wise, if I don't get these 2 jobs and I can't find another job, once some other big important things are dealt with here, that I might have to go down to some friend's house and boondock in their backyard and find work down there and just do that. Because at least I'll have some support for me down there. And even if I don't find a job, sticks and bricks job, at least boondocking in their backyard will allow me the freedom to not feel so stigmatized with living in my van. And also I won't feel so, you know, who sees me getting in and out of my van type thing. And I can do my wink, wink, nod, nod phone job while in their backyard in the evenings and at night. So that will bring me in some money. And let me just tell you, I'm really good at that job. My very first week of doing that job, I made $400 that week. So I'm just saying, I'm not bad at that job when I don't have to talk very low and quiet. So those are just some things that I'm mulling over in my head that may have to happen. So I'll let you guys know how everything goes as far as the job market if I decide to go to my friends. And also look for the upcoming new updated van tour video. I'll see you next time.
Check out the journey from day 1 through now, or check out one of the other playlists available. Thanks for watching.